We are here ready to feed Bernadette. Bernadette is my sourdough starter. Bernadette is 9 years old. You can see she's active and bubbly. I'm going to take 100 grams of Bernadette and put her into a bowl so that I can make a loaf today with her. We're going to bake, actually we'll bake tomorrow. We'll make her today. So I'm going to, as I feed Bernadette, I feed her every day. She's larger than usual because I knew I was going to bake with her today. I'm going to take out 100 grams. This is called the discard. It is active. Gosh, I could probably make 2 loaves. Maybe I'll do that. Let's see if I can get 200 grams out without having to discard any into my discard. That would be great. 211. Even too much. Perfectly 200. Woo. So I've got active starter for 2 large loaves that we'll take care of later. What I have remaining is Bernadette ready to be fed. I don't want too much of Bernadette. You can see it's a small amount. I'm going to take even more of her out because I'm not going to bake with her tomorrow, so I'm not going to feed her to be huge. I'm going to take about half of that out and put it in my discard. My discard is a collection of Sleepy Starter. Lives in the fridge. It's right now got a little bit of hooch on top. I don't know if you can see the hooch. It's that liquid layer on top, which is sort of where the sour taste lives. You could stir that in if you wanted to. I use the discard for lots of different recipes. I make lovely scones out of the discard. That'll go back. It's a nice sealed container. It'll go back into the fridge until I want to make pretzels or pancakes or anything like that. I have just a little bit of Bernadette left. I'm going to feed her. I'm going to zero that out. So I think I'm going to feed her 50 grams of filtered water and 50 grams of bread flour. And that's going to get her to 58 grams. So maybe I'll put 60 grams of flour in. As long as you have enough starter in there to keep it going, you can see it makes a milky liquid. Get some off the sides if you can. Don't have to stir it terribly well. And then we're going to take our bread flour and we're going to feed her 60 grams of bread flour. This is probably a 1 to 2 to 2. Probably was 30 grams of starter, and then we're probably doing about 60 to 60. So we'll put 60 grams of flour in, perfectly 60, stir it up nice and well, and then we're going to set her aside and she's ready to sit till tomorrow. She will grow as she eats that flour, and the water will help with that process, creating lactic acid, which is what gives it the sour taste and what gives it what's really good for your belly, your gut. So that's all good. Sourdough is excellent it's a probiotic. So we're going to cover it. And the covers that I use are fabric covers. They're semi-permeable, so air can get in and out, but germs can't, I guess, is probably the point. So we're going to put her on the counter, let her sit till tomorrow. We've got our active starter ready to go for loaves. We put the rest of her, just a little bit, into discard, which we're going to put back in the refrigerator till we want to make something with her. And then we'll move on to creating a loaf. We are back to checking our Bernadette. Just want to show you what it looks like the next day. You can see the nice bubbles. You can kind of hear it. You can hear it. It smells yeasty. Right now, she's a little hungry, so it's 24 hours on, so she's already peaked and gone down. I'm gonna discard a lot of her, actually, because I'm not cooking today. I'm not gonna put, I'm not cooking, I'm not putting loaves together today. So, again, just kind of got, it's probably 15 grams there. So I'm gonna feed, again, I'm not gonna cook tomorrow either. So I'm gonna go ahead and feed, I'm gonna do 50-50. Tare it. I do 50 grams of water. Kind of my daily feed if I'm not doing too much with her. You can make it smaller. I question having such a small amount. Just kind of stirring it in. Get some off the edges. Oops. And we'll put 50 grams of bread flour. Oops, 65, that's way too much. Well, let me leave it in and I'll add a little more water. Just to kind of get it even. I like the water and flour to be even, so it's a 1-2-2 or 1-3-3 or 1-4-4 mix. And you get to know your desired mix. I like a thick pancake batter consistency. To me, that's pretty successful and pretty successful for me, for us. For Bernadette, she likes to be that consistency. And I will show you the inside of the discard. You can see that liquid looks kind of gross, but it's called hooch, and it's just because it's getting hungry, it turns in some of it into water, and you just stir that right in before you use it. Some people get rid of it, but I don't. Again, I get all my starter off my tools so that it doesn't go down the sink. We're going to cover up Bernadette, set her aside, and check her again tomorrow.